Each year, we induct a new member to our Business Hall of Fame who epitomizes the entrepreneurial spirit of free enterprise and the heritage of civic leadership and corporate stewardship in support of our community. This year, we're honored to induct Graham Associate. Please welcome the President and CEO of Graham Associates, Jeff Williams.
Wow. Thank you all. Thank you. Alan Pesci and the Penguins get you going, don't they?
They do.
Thank you.
All right, great. Go ahead, Jeff. Take a seat. You know, by the way, I know you got that National Medal of Honor Museum thank you. Now, I don't know that everybody got it, but I know you.
Oh, man.
You remember that whole better,
oh, yeah.
bigger.
In case you didn't get it, Dallas wanted to take the Rangers. And, of course, they did it with trying to offer a tractable roof ball.
Well, and by the way, we're very happy that you were able, and we love the Rangers, and we're happy they chose to stay here, and you had the leadership to keep them here. All right, Graham Associates had been the civil engineers for so many landmark projects in Arlington, from Great Southwest Industrial Park to the ballpark in Arlington to AT&T to River Legacy. I could go down a whole long list because there are so many more. 3 bridges, to name one. We all know you could talk for hours about Graham's successes, but please share your favorite inside stories maybe from one of those projects.
All right. Y'all, first of all, before I get into those inside stories, is Michael Jacobson not an incredible president of the Arlington Chamber of Commerce? Thank you, man. Appreciate it. You help all of us, and that's the way Arlington is. It creates an atmosphere for business, and other businesses help others. And that's been a real key to our success in partnering with other companies. But one of the big things that I've just got to say thank you to Arlington. We've had an opportunity to help create true sense of place and community here in our projects. And I've got to start out with you on one of the stories that scared me the most, and that was we had worked so hard to be the engineer for Cowboy Stadium. And we had only been there a few weeks when we got a call and they said that the Joneses want to move the stadium on Interstate 30. And the reason they wanted to move it to Interstate 30 is because they were afraid nobody would see it. Well, here's why it scared me. I knew, because we had done that research, that if we moved that up to Interstate 30, we couldn't handle the traffic. We needed to move it back, so we had all those streets to bring people in. But then all of my friends were telling me, if you don't tell the Joneses what they want to hear, you're out. So we were worried we were going to be the shortest-lived civil engineer on any project there with it. But we made our presentation, went through it, and shared with them why not. And, of course, the Joneses are great business people, and they did not move it onto Interstate 30. And y'all know the rest of the story. You can see that stadium for miles, can't you? You know, you can see it from everywhere. And then I'll step back. The ballpark in Arlington was another one that was a big step for all of the contractors, engineers, and architects, because we only had 3 years to get it done, and it really was a 4-year project. But we were working for some great people, starting with Mayor Green, Tom Schieffer, and then the future President of the United States, George W. Bush. So those were our bosses, so that helped a lot there as we moved forward. And then I've got to talk to, in the 90s, we really made a decision we wanted to do parks projects. And I met one of the greatest landscape architects ever in Jim Richards, and we did several projects there, Johnson Creek being one of them, and that was one of the big disappointments because it didn't get funded at the beginning. We were planning on getting all those projects done in a few years. But thank goodness now, after 20 years, most of the projects have gotten built, and it took longer. But I've also got to say, River Legacy Living Science Center, the inside part there, everybody working on it, it was just phenomenal because Sylvia Green led the citizens of Arlington. That was the citizens project. You know, it was the grassroots kind of thing. And then one of the proudest I've been of our engineers was what they did on Interstate 33 bridges, because we had to get through with the design in time for part of it to be done for Cowboys opening, and then we had to get the rest of it done in time for the Super Bowl. They worked night and day. You know, our senior engineers there worked, and along with the city staff and the Texas Department of Transportation, worked 7 days a week. We made the deadlines, but the other part of that story was that we had to bring the project in under budget, or all the enhancements that you see out there were going to be gone. And it did come in under budget. So we have our murals, we have our bridges and so forth. So we survived, Michael, but there's some of the inside stories.
All right, well, great. And I know, you know, our chamber encourages all of our businesses to be good corporate citizens. Graham Associates is really a role model for all businesses to follow. Share with us some projects that really make you proud where you gave back to the community.
Well, that's what we do here in Arlington, isn't it? I see so many businesses out there tonight that do the same thing, but one of the ones that I'm very excited about right now is that we needed to expand Alliance for Children. They take care of so many of our children in trouble, and we needed to expand that. And our engineers gave of their time and resources there to help on the expansion there on the civil engineering and surveying. Youth Education Town there for the Salvation Army, which is the only one still operating of the Super Bowl deal. That was another one, but it's been a real honor to give to Mission Arlington, downtown Arlington. You could go on YMCA. There are a lot of our nonprofits. They are working so hard to help others, and then yet we need to help them as businesses and take on our responsibility to give back.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Graham, not everybody knows this, I don't think. Maybe they do. But you're celebrating your 50th anniversary. What have been some of the keys? Yeah, let's give that. What are some of the keys to your success and longevity?
Well, you know, we were the engineering department of Great Southwest Corporation before we broke off with Graham Associates there. But one of the first things I've got to say is work ethic. Our engineers work hard. They also, though, want to do special things. They want, first of all, want to create a sense of place in each of their projects, but they also want to be a partner with our client, not just an engineer that does it one way. We want to look for special ways to help. We want to walk alongside our clients, and they know we're going to be there in good times and bad, and I think that's really a critical component. But an interesting thing, too, Michael, is that I think character, integrity, being willing to have courage to speak out when you needed to, and then to be a good citizen are all critical character values that are important in having a business, and especially staying in business for a long time. But you know what that parallels? It parallels the same character values that our National Medal of Honor recipients are championing. And I'm so excited about what's going to happen in the museum, but I think all of us here in business can learn a lot from those Medal of Honor recipients and know that character is a real part of what we're doing. And I'm very excited about the future and looking forward to it.
Good. It was a great honor for me to be able to work with you to help recruit that museum here, and couldn't be more excited. So Graham, under your leadership, has become known as visionary and an innovator. What do you see in the future for your firm?
Well, we're going to have flying cars, aren't we? The Jetsons is finally here. Y'all, in all seriousness, it is awesome that we are at the beginning of a technology revolution. We as engineers have more tools to be able to draw from than ever before. And we want to embrace change as engineers. And I think also we as engineers have a real responsibility to test the technology, see what works, but also to help in developing the regulations. But I see us as a leader in using this technology there as we continue to make our communities better. In fact, the thing I would say is that we want to engineer our communities into the next century so they can be successful. And the other thing about it is that our old engineers, along with the young ones, are prepared to do that. You know, we've had a lot of great projects in the past, but I am looking forward more to the future than I am any other time. Our team is poised and ready, young and old, and embracing it. because we are in for a ride. We heard from the IBM head of world technology say that there will be more change in our lifetime than ever before, and it's going to happen there. Well, let's find the good change, let's make a difference, and let's especially work to improve Arlington. And I mentioned my team that I'm so proud of. I've got a lot of our leaders here, and I'd love for our leaders here from Graham Associates to stand. I'm certainly thankful for them. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, let's give all those standing a big round of applause, and let's give a big round of applause to Jeff. Thank you very, very much. By the way, I have your Business Hall of Fame award. Yeah, it's heavy. Be careful with it. Thank you very much, Jeff.
Appreciate you, man.